Sylvia Rivera, also known as Ray Rivera, was born in New York July 2nd, 1951, and died in New York February 19th, 2002. She was a huge part of the gay rights movement during the 1960s and 70s. She was of Latin American descent. Both of her parents left her at a very young age, which is something she always struggled with. She was born as a male and was beaten as a child for wearing girl clothes and makeup. Her grandmother raised her until she was 11 years old, when she ran away to the streets of New York to become a sex worker in order to survive. She grew up to be a civil rights activist who advocated for gay rights. She crossed paths while in the streets with Marsha P. Johnson, and the two became very close as they shared many of the same struggles. At this time in history, the word transgender was not widely used, so she identified as a drag queen. Many of the people Rivera advocated for were black, which made them an even bigger target for policing. A double target was on their back by being of color and gay. This was also an issue because it went against the uniformity of the white supremacy world the police were and still are hoping to keep. In 1969, Sylvia was part of the Stonewall riots and became co-founder of the Gay Liberation Front. In 1970, she and Johnson founded the Street Transvestite Action Revolutionaries, also known as STAR. In 1973, she gave a speech named "Y'all Better Quiet Down" in New York City and was booed off stage. Due to spats of addiction and homelessness, she was absent from the spotlight until 1992 after the death of Marsha P. Johnson, when she resurfaced and returned to her activism roots. Riots, marches, and rallies were all used to advocate for this population during this era. The LGBT community was often met with violence policing and inhumane punishment during this time. Outside of the police force, people of the LGBT community were harassed, beaten, and sometimes killed because of the way others perceived them. They were called names such as gleeful gay killers, lethal lesbians, disease spreaders, and deceptive gender benders. Elizabeth Taylor was a very influential heterosexual cisgender ally in the gay rights movement. She used her huge platform to advocate for equal treatment of the LGBT community. She was deemed a gay icon and is still celebrated to this day for her unique and deep relationship with the population. The same year that Rivera died, 2002, the Sylvia Rivera Law Project was founded in her honor. It provides legal aid to gay, transgender, and gender-fluid individuals. The year before she passed, Rivera cleared up that she was not the one to throw the first cocktail at the Stonewall riot, but she was actually who threw the second one. She always let people talk, but before her passing, she corrected. Overall, Rivera is revered as a transgender activist. She fought for legislation banning gender discrimination, helped create safe spaces for queer homeless youth, and always spoke loudly and powerfully for the community of transgender individuals, homeless, and incarcerated among them in order to fight for a move towards equality.